Good evening. George Marsden's book, The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship, makes the argument that higher education has become both liberal and open-minded to ideas, yet at the same time it has no room for Christian perspectives. Marsden argues that, quote, faith and, quote, learning can both coexist and bring validity to scholarship simultaneously. If categories such as race and gender carry validity, then why doesn't faith carry the same? Why does faith, the oldest and most historically accurate category, get dismissed by scholars? Marsden believes that the secularization of scholarship began in the 50s and 60s with multiculturalism, scientific exploration, and the separation of church and state from Christian attitudes toward history, and that Marsden believes that can be fixed. One of the things I like very much about Marsden was while he was rallying against what he saw as problematic in scholarship, he also provided solutions that he felt, and I also agree with, would help correct the current situation. Marsden believes that the modern educational institutions are hypocritical. I agree. Education, they believe, should validate everybody's point of view except those that are faith-based. Marsden believes that spirituality is missing from college campuses, and spirituality would be the best method for refuting some of the worst charges to scholarship in the last 50 years, most notably moral relativism. Moral relativism believes that in such disagreements, nobody is objectively right or wrong. This type of thinking is antithetical to Bible teachings of what is right and what is wrong. Marsden believes that Christian scholars should work together, since there is strength in numbers, to take up the challenge of reversing this secularization. Together, Marsden believes, Christian historians can make a difference. Marsden acknowledges that Christian historians are not a homogeneous group, just like any group is differentiated by background, perspectives, but there's a unity in faith-based historians. And Marsden believes that Christian perspective has validity, and therefore that validity will still be in vogue. Marsden believes that faith is important to scholarship for 4 reasons. First, faith motivates those seeking truth in scholarship to persevere when research becomes difficult. We all know, especially in this program, sometimes it feels like I'm never going to finish this, but if you have faith, you know you will get through. Secondly, faith brings value to scholastic research, okay? Such as keeping someone honest in their research, not cooking their data, being honest in what the reporting brings forward. Third, faith can connect one to specific time periods. Being a faith-based researcher, having a firm background in the Bible gives a certain basis that someone without it would not be able to appreciate or understand. And finally, faith may help the research to see one time period connected to a much broader time period. Where researchers may specifically focus on one individual group, a faith-based researcher would have the understanding of the historical relevance of implications of just time itself. Marsden believes that a non-Christian and Christian can find common ground and share research and conclusions that can stand up to scholastic scrutiny, which is one of Marsden's biggest problems in his work, that non-faith-based researchers find that faith-based researchers can't stand up to scholastic scrutiny, and Marsden feels that is not true, that chasm can be bridged. He believes that Christian scholarship, with its ethics, can be a positive influence on the secular academic world, as I mentioned earlier, with research ethics. Christian doctrine can be a bridge between academic disciplines that are not normally linked together. Finally, Christian historians and scholars can lead the way by building a bridge through combined respect for non-Christian views, but at the same time, Christian historians should not shy away from espousing their beliefs in the academic arena and showing the secular world that Christian historians feel strongly about their beliefs. Thank you.